Okay, so January 31st, I would like to do my budget report for January and let's see what I did. Let's see what I spent. Let's go over my categories. Let's go for how much I spent. Did I use my emergency fund? Things like that. Let's see what I did in my budget for January, being a single person, no children, living with a mental illness, on a journey to financial independence. Okay, so January went well because of December being Christmas. I got a good amount of Christmas money in December, and then due to like my mom's work schedule, I got my Christmas money from her in January. So it kind of just kicked off the month really, really good. So I got my disability income and then commission incomes. That was a little crazy. So my commission check was made in December from Webcam, and it ended for the pay period December 22nd. The company did not mail out that check until January 17, and it didn't arrive to me in my hand until January 22nd. So luckily, Christmas money saved me for the whole month of January of groceries. Some bills are paid, and yeah, which I understand now the whole importance of an emergency fund and my Hill and Valley account to handle things with self-employment, irregular income, and being prepared for stuff happening. I get it now. Like the whole emergency fund is super important. But so for the whole month, what came in was $2,071.58. I planned to have come in $5,436.87. But clearly, I didn't make my target. I did not. Like, yeah, because, yeah, pretty much the way I see it now, when I work my webcam job career, I make money today to have it come in the future. So I always have to plan a month in advance, income in advance. Everything is in advance. Everything is happening for tomorrow. It's interesting learning experience, and it happened from doing the budget. Honestly, the budget is what showed me this is how your life works. This is it. So spending. I spent a total of $1,781 for the whole month of January because I entered in my last transaction before I pressed record, which was transportation. I entered in some money for transportation in the budget, and then I paid my phone bill for next month. But I have to do my February budget for you to see that transaction happening because it doesn't. If I do it right now, if I enter in how I prepaid my cell phone bill for February due date, which is February 28th, it will show up here as I overspent in this category if I enter it. So I would have to make my February budget, then enter in that I spent for the cell phone on the February budget page. Just to let you know, this is how every dollar works. It's very, very easy for me. Um, yeah, so like, okay, let's go specifically what categories I spend for everything, which it wasn't a lot, really. The big news excitement was I had to tap into my emergency fund because I lost my key fob for my building, and it caused a little bit of a panic not having my key fob to enter my building. And I needed it, and I had the money for it, and it took care of it. Luckily, the emergency fund was there and ready because Murphy did show up. It was like, actually no, Murphy showed up. I try to like compare it as, oh, it's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money because you're telling every dollar what to do. All right? Yeah. Okay. So, right. And then housing, I spent a total of $1,143.93. It's typical, it's a fixed thing. It happens on repeat, rinse and repeat. This is what I spend. and I planned $1,243.93 because I added my condo apartment fund saving for a down payment. It's not a big number. It's just so that I can get in the habit of saving for a future down payment on a house. And yeah, so that's what I've done. But what I actually spent on food, $233.53 on food. And food was planned to be $300 for the month. So I could, run out and go spend $120 on food because it's still January 31st for the budget, but we're done. Like, I want to buy groceries, but me buying groceries is going to start for February. So January is finished. I'm okay with that. I want to make soup. I have stuff in the fridge to make soup. I make my soup. My soup will last me until I roll into February, and then I spend my grocery money in February for February groceries. This is how we're doing it. And then takeout. I did a little bit of takeout. I did because somewhere in the month I had to go to the hospital to do a biopsy. That was not fun. And I got hungry because the appointment and waiting for my appointment took a couple of hours. So I ended up spending $15.35 at Swiss Chalet. I got myself rotisserie chicken. And then because I felt good in the month that I was doing well on my budget, I decided to spend $22 again and having Swiss Chalet delivered to my house. It was in the budget. It was ready. It wasn't infecting anything. It still kept my emergency fund with $100 in it. Even though, yes, I did plan $300 to go in my emergency fund this month, only $200 got deposited in my emergency fund this month. But the way I see it, I'm doing good. I'm doing really, really, really good. And then I got some McDonald's, which was good. And it's only because I had Christmas money, everything was budgeted, everything was paid for. There was nothing super like, oh my God. Like, yeah, I probably should have aggressively did my emergency fund, but I didn't. And yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. What else is there? Transportation, yeah, $45. So basically, transportation is a little card, like a debit card. I load money on it and I tap the card whenever I leave the house and transport myself on public transit. So right now, there's like $30 on my transportation card, which honestly has not been that way in a very long time. Usually, I don't have any money on the transportation card. So now that transportation card is even happening too on a regular basis, it feels really good. So I have the option of if I want to go somewhere, I can, and there's money there. Um, Everyday living. Right. I got my hair done. I did. I got my hair done. Let's do this. So I got my hair done. Hair cost me $150. And then toiletries. So this cat like because my everyday living category is done pretty easily. Like I do laundry, I do clothes, I do grooming, I have everything else category, and then I have my sinking funds, medical, small purchases, my vacation savings account, and then an extra savings account just for pocket money that's sitting there in case I want to, splurge or whatever. So like every dollar has a job, and I don't feel like I don't need 10,000 categories in my budget. That's just how I did it. Um, what else is there? And then my debt payment, right. So I mentioned before that I filed a bankruptcy under a consumer proposal. I meet with the trustee today to figure out the details, to figure out who's accepted the proposal, and then I figure out the payment schedule for my proposal. So that means my debt now is $5,900 and it's a minimum $100 a month. This could go faster, like Gazelle intends faster, but I won't make it go faster until I have a fully funded $1,000 emergency fund. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Like, I'm really happy to tell you this is how the plan is working. And then I added, just keep myself busy, a smaller budget that handles my disability income. So I know exactly where those dollars are going, and I don't I'm not even stressed. There's like zero stress level right now in managing my money because I took charge and went and saw a bankruptcy insolvent trustee to organize my debt because the and we can talk over here. Because the following the Dave Ramsey plan exactly how he does it for my financial situation wasn't working for me, which is okay. I can admit that. Like, yeah, great. He gave me a plan. It works for some people. This plan didn't work for me. I was more stressed. I was more in my bed and not getting up than ever before until I took charge, went into a bankruptcy trustee office, and they told me my options that allowed to happen in my country where I live for having debt, that I'm overextended, and I'm not able to live a basic needs, four walls type of life. I wasn't able to take care of my four walls, and it was stressing me out. So this is why I did it. And I don't have any regrets about it because it's about making sure that I'm not stressed out, curled up under my bed all the time. Whew, okay. Um, yeah, let's see what else do we got. Right, I'm using Undebted to track my debt payoff. I added in there my retirement um, contribution room that I'm allowed to contribute to my retirement and my tax-free savings account. So that way I can keep track of my contributions so I know this is what's happening. It's really nice that you can use the Undebted debt tool tracker for not just tracking debt. I'm tracking it for saving goals as well. So that's what's happening. And you already saw this, a quick little budget chart. For the income part, there's a check coming in for February. There's already a check coming in for February. We do that. And then I go over on the website Wave Apps and I handle my business expenses. So that was January. January, like, I'm a very simple person. I'm very simple stuff on my budget. Yes, I do like to spend, but I'm spending with intention, so it seems very boring. Just letting you know, there's not a whole lot of excitement going on in the way I spend money and then track my money and then come back and tell you where the money went. Yeah, it's really, this is it. This is my life and it's recorded. So, and I don't have anything else to tell you about January at all. It's starting off a really good year. It's starting off really low stress level. It's starting with less bipolar disorder symptoms. And I'm not hiding under the covers in my bed. I'm able to tackle the budget, follow the budget, stick to it, and then move on to the next thing. And since I am broke, my best thing is to go to work. Thank you, Dave Ramsey, for that. So, yeah, that's it. Yeah. See you in the next one. Smooches.